Harry and Meghan. Listen, just talking about them makes me sleepy all of a sudden. I don't know about y'all, but the reality about me is I'm not an emotional person. I have emotions. Yeah, when a movie is emotional, yeah, I get teary eyes, etc., etc. When I go to my daughter's anything, graduations, and yeah, I get emotional. But I cannot emotionally be blackmailed or manipulated like I guess the North Americans have been. Us Europeans, we were looking at these two from the side eye from the get-go. A lot of us were looking at this girl and we were like, oh, elle a trouvé le bon pigeon. She just found the perfect pigeon. And, at a point, if you would say anything and try to just voice an opposite opinion from all her claims about XYZ in the royal family and her famous Oprah ridiculous interview. At a point, listen, you could get your videos demonetized. You would be treated as an Uncle Tom, a racist, a XYZ, because it's interesting how these people today, right? They want to be tolerated. All these new groups, all these victim groups, they want to be tolerated, but they don't want nobody to have a different opinion than them. And in this, they are very intolerant. So there's such a double standard when you're dealing with all these people that just the idea of having doubts was impossible at that point. If you remember well, some people lost their job even. And listen, at that point, they were super famous. Everybody talked about them. So all these companies were like, yo, listen, here's $20 million to do a podcast. He's X million dollars to do some movies. Or he's X million dollars to do some documentaries. And, well, you realize that they're not producing anything because they don't have good ideas and they don't have talent. And slowly, people are realizing that nobody believes them. And some people are just realizing now. And some of us were like, from the get-go, we're like, this is clear like day. A narcissist meets somebody that is not too bright and just remove them from the family so they can manipulate, play the victim card so that all the emotional people that are constituting the United States of America just go crazy and then they make money. It's a simple play that works for now, because people are getting tired. And Spotify has just stopped their deal with them, and they're not gonna pay them the $20 million that they were supposed to pay them. Maybe they paid a percentage of this. I don't have the numbers, but they just decide that they're stopping they were supposed to do a podcast with both of them, and they ended up having a podcast just of her, when she keeps talking about her, when she's pretending to interview people, but it always come back to her because that's what she does. And listen, I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth. a golden one even. So I know from having cousins, brothers and sisters, and friends that were raised in the same conditions as me. Some of us don't learn nothing about life, and they just believe that everything is due. There's an entitlement to. And listen, that guy was born in the royal family of England, one of the richest family, etc. So his upbringing is 10 times more than me. But all they were asking them was to, be a nice couple and, yeah, do your duty for the country if you want to be part of that family. And she didn't want that because she's selfish. And listen, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to marry anybody in the royal family if I mean I have to go to all the défilés and go to all the schools and the things. Yeah, that would be boring to me. But you know what? Even if I was born with a golden spoon in my mouth for my passion, which was music and the business around music, I worked hard. I worked very hard to arrive where I am today and to be independent and to not be my parents' son, but to also be my own self. And that was a question of pride for me. This guy, I believe he just believes that, yeah, everything is owned to him. He doesn't have to work. I don't think he knows how to work. And yeah, he's just a prince. And it's okay. I don't have nothing against. Listen, I like the fact that some countries have kings, princes and princesses, queens, and some others have democracies and others have different political structures. I like the fact that there's different type of things in different type of countries. I don't like the fact that our country, like France, for example, my country where of nationality, is trying to put French democracy on every African country. I don't like that. I think that everybody should find what works for them. Every people should define something that works for them. So I don't have nothing against the fact that this guy was a prince and basically all he had to do in life was chill and just show up when there's an event, be loved by the people, walked, say hi to all the peasants. That's a great life. Well, I understand it was hard for him, lost his mom early, lots of trauma, and probably jealous of his bigger brother. And then he just found the perfect girl that completely used all his flaws against him for her interest. And yeah, he run with it. So listen, I'm not going to pretend that he's a victim because I don't think he is. I believe that everybody's responsible for their actions and stupid actions he did. And I believe that, yeah, both of them, yeah, they found themselves and they just grifting. But the problem is now there's reports from Hollywood and from Netflix as well that these people they're all realizing that, yeah, I mean, playing the victim card and saying whatever about the royal family works for a certain point, and after that, yeah, you did your documentary, you did your podcast, and you keep saying the same stuff. You keep pretending you're going to reveal something, and somebody listen. And slowly, now you have agents in Hollywood saying the reason why there's no movies with them and stuff is because they have no talent. Because, yeah, pretending that you are a victim is not a talent. And the people might be emotional for a certain point to whatever you say you feel, and they're gonna open doors for you. But once you're on the other side of the door, you still have responsibilities to, if I take you to work at my restaurant because you've been a victim of something and you need help, and then once you're in my restaurant, you sit down and you don't work, but I'm gonna fire you. And then you're gonna be, yeah, but I'm a victim. I don't give a fuck. I have a restaurant to take care of, and I need you to work. I took you here to work, not to just be here and just say, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. And this whole culture of victimization is arriving to the end, because I believe that a lot of people are tired. A lot of people are just tired of every group, all these people, like all of them. The last 10 years, you just turn into all these people. All they know is complaining, and commercially it's not viable, because if you are a creator, if you have a platform, and you need those people that come to the forefront from whatever was their problem. They come to the forefront, so of course their name is hot, so it's a good brand, so you want to sign them to tell their stories. And then in 3 years they did 12 podcasts. We did 309 episodes of Club Shada twice a week with no money. I mean, a little bit of money. You get $20 million. You only do 12 podcast episodes, not even video. Like, who gives that money to those people? Listen, give me $1 million. Give me 2.5 million to have like a podcast that only plays on Spotify. For 2.5 million, oh yeah, I have my own team. And listen, we're not gonna give you like one podcast. I can do 10 podcasts every week. I set up a full team. Joel, MJ Wemoto, Kaysha, Maman Dalia, full team, full Shada Gang team of content. We would listen, 2.5 million. I set up a team. I would shell out 10 episodes, me and everybody else, and maybe we do a show all together, and we have a team to edit, to put out the content, etc. You would have like 10 episodes every week from all these shows. By the time we do 3 years, you have 300 episodes for real. And that's where all these people are now pissed with them, because they gave them opportunities and they blew it. Because I believe that they thought that, yeah, but I'm a prince. Oh, but I'm a duchess. Well, that's not enough. It's enough if you just want to parade on the streets and give good discourses like the rest of them. Now, if you want to go to the normal life and you want to show that you are a good actress and as a prince you want to use your name to do great things, etc. Well, you had 3 years and you did nothing. All you did was continue to complain. So, yeah, the clock is ticking. I'm tell you,